Our next guest brings some British elegance to an American version of the Great British Bake Off. Dame Prue Leith is a Michelin-starred restaurateur, author, and quick-witted judge on several shows. She has cooked meals for the likes of the royal family and the Beatles.
Never heard of them.
Me neither.
Now she's getting ready for the premiere of the new season of the Great American Baking Show. Check it out.
That looks so good. What's the white layer at the bottom?
That's a white chocolate mint whipped ganache.
The mint with the cream is a genius idea because it lightens the whole chocolate, and it's such a beautiful flavour. The crispiness of the base as well is spot on. But yeah, I'm sorry, I've got to give you a handshake for that one. That's excellent.
When I tasted it, I thought, Paul Hollywood, please, for God's sake, give her a handshake. I didn't have much faith that he would, but he did.
Please welcome to New York Living, Prue Leith.
Hello.
Hello.
I brought you something.
Oh, boy.
Let me tell you
Not
something.
a cupcake.
I got you a gift. Because I was thinking of anything British in my house, and I have an affinity for one very specific British delicacy. It's in my pocket right now. I know it's so appetizing coming out of my pocket. I have to keep this, though, because we don't have enough. These are Percy Pig knockoffs. Have you ever had you've had Percy Pigs before?
I have never eaten.
They're disgusting. They're my favorite thing on planet Earth. Here.
Aren't you glad you decided to come on New York Living today?
You can't smuggle Percy Pigs into America anymore for some reason. These are Fred Ferkel's. They're atrocious and stale, but they're my favorite. My friend's from England, and she buys them for me by the bulk. So please eat them because we have 74 packets.
No, don't
there
do
it
it.
is. No, do it, and tell me.
If you do it, I'll do it too.
It's a little crunchy. Yep, it'll knock your teeth out. What do you think?
Darling, it is seriously disgusting.
I know, but deliciously disgusting.
No, just
Can we have a tissue?
These are legendary. Come
Dame
on.
Prue she's an international treasure.
I
We
had
have
to
keep
give you
her
a
in one piece.
knockoff. I couldn't even get you the real thing. I had to give you the knockoff.
fantastic.
Here, I'll take it from you. You don't have to.
You don't do this to yourself.
I'm going to sell this on eBay.
We'll give you some agüita, something. First of all, you look fantastic. I know. That's a whole lot. Before we get into the new season, the clip we just showed, I've been waiting for my whole life for a handshake from Paul Hollywood. For folks who may not be familiar with the show, can you tell them what that means?
Well, I think it means more to the bake-off, more to the bakers.
Yeah.
To get a handshake from Paul Hollywood than to become star baker or to win the show.
Yeah.
Because it's just become such an iconic thing, and he's quite mean with his dishing out handshakes, but he only does them when he thinks it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And very occasionally, I think it's absolutely perfect, and he doesn't give them a handshake. And I feared this would happen this time, but he did.
He did.
You were pretty enthusiastic about taking a bite out of that disgusting thing I just gave you. Is there anything you're apprehensive? You're like, nope, won't do it.
No, I'm so greedy. I always want to taste anything. I was rather hoping for something better than that.
Well,
I'm sorry.
we have a stale bagel to wash it down with if you would like.
Keep the ball real low here. I apologize very much. Yeah, I was reading your history is just outstanding. Forget the baking and the charity work that you're involved in. What you've done for humankind is just extraordinary. It really is. People need to go and read a little bit more about you, just not in the baking realm, but also just what you've done for humans. It's magnificent.
Well, you're really lovely, but it's just because I'm one of those bossy women who, if they see something that's slightly wrong, they think they've got to fix it.
Yeah.
Very irritating.
It's funny how they call that when a woman it's bossy, when a man it's
He's
ambitious.
just being a man, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Well, but it's just that I can't resist interfering if I think things are not quite right.
Yeah.
So, at the moment, I'm very involved with a campaign for assisted dying. You have that in Oregon and in many states.
Yeah.
So that when you're heading for a really horrible death, you can check out.
Right.
But it's not legal in England, so we've been campaigning for that. But mostly, on the charity side, I'm very anxious that children should learn to love good food, because I reckon if we had every child in America and every child in England, in the UK, just liking healthy food, we'd solve the problem, because they'd eat it without being forced. Right. We just kids must grow up loving veg, is the long and the short of it. And they're not going to if their parents don't don't like veg.
We have to.
Can you
we
talk
have
to my kids, please? I'll get on the phone with my kids.
Just get them to my house. I told you, they spend a weekend with me. They will be.
Yeah.
They'll be on
In shape, ready to go.
The straight and narrow. I agree with you 100%. The bake from scratch is always nicer. Quick story: my child had a play date when he was 5, and a mother said, "Oh, we're doing mac and cheese," and she whipped out the box, and he came home and he said, "She made mac and cheese out of a box." The mother never spoke to me again because I did it from scratch. But it was just one of those things where, you know what, if you do it well, you do it well. That's
Right.
about as far as my culinary skill goes.
But also, the whole thing about cooking and baking is it's such an enjoyment. I've never met a child. I've taught thousands of children to cook, and I've never met one who didn't enjoy the process. So it's so easy to get them to like good food just by cooking with them.
Right, exactly.
But it's a real problem now because we've lost 2 or 3 generations of people who can't cook. And if your mum can't cook and your granny can't cook and
Then
your
you probably can't cook.
father doesn't cook.
Then they should watch your show.
Yeah.
What can folks expect for this season?
Exactly. It's education.
That's it.
It is. It actually is.
It's very good for you. Just don't eat too much to cake.
Right, exactly. Do you find a big difference between American bakers and British bakers?
No, I think they're both as skillful as each other. I mean, I think this year's bakers, American bakers, are the best we've ever had. They really, really are fantastic. And they're like professionals. Honestly, they're so skillful. But I think what generally American taste buds like things sweeter than we do.
Really?
You like more sugar in
Oh,
everything.
we're trash mouths. I mean, it's disgusting what we eat. I mean, I have Pop-Tarts running through me right now as we speak. How can people apply if they want to apply?
They just go online and they fill in an enormous and rather complicated application form, which sorts out the ones who are just there, just think it would be fun to be on telly, and people who really know how to bake.
Right.
Because, you know, there are over 300 million people in America, so we've got to find the best 10 of them.
No pressure.
We only want 10 people.
No pressure.
The blind bake.
It's a long process,
all the business.
it's all about how good you are at baking.
Well, I'm stealing your shoelaces after the show. It's very exciting stuff. Can we get a shot of the Bobby? Can we get a shot of the shoelaces real quick? Come on. Look at this. Look at
You're
these
also
shoelaces.
known for
Full
her
color.
fashion
Yeah.
on
Oh my God, you've
the
got
show. There we
Look
are.
at- Click them 3 times to go
shoes.
back to England.
That's right. No, we want her to stay.
No, stay here.
Prue, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, it's been really good fun.
Do you want these Percy pigs to take home?
No,
you
thank
You don't want them there for the plane ride home or anything like that?
No, I'd like to sit there and feed them into you.
I will let you anytime you want.
All episodes of the new season of The Great American Baking Show are streaming exclusively on the Roku channel starting tomorrow.